Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to episode number 28 of Football Manager. And today we are going to be going through pre-season. We'll be having two friendlies to start off the next season as well, and hopefully we can get some good deals done. But as we started off, we see Clark has agreed to a new contract, and Andrew Burns, our young right back, has transferred to Gateshead. So we're going to look to sign this young right back, Sean Burke, as a replacement. Hopefully he can be a suitable replacement for Burns. But he'll just look to be a backup here because Wassy will continue to be the first team right back, and we get him to accept a contract, which is good news. But here, as we look here, we have gone in for young striker Shane Lavery. Now he's looking quite good, but unfortunately he's asking for too much on the wages and a top goal scorer division bonus, and we've got to the orange one here, and I think we look to make everything else really high, but due to the board restrictions we cannot offer him exactly what he wants, and because of that it appears as though we may not be able to get him in. And yes, we're not going to be able to get him in, unfortunately. But we are going to be able to get Sean Burke into the club, which is good news. Good stuff there. And here we see Connor Taylor has rejected an offer to join somewhere else. But now Wassy could be on his way, as Barrow have offered him a contract. And the 2022 World Cup has been moved to China rather than Qatar. And all of our loan players have gone back to their clubs. And we're going to look to loan in Bootroyd again because we didn't have any other left backs, and now Wassy has left us and gone to join Barrow, and we're going to need another right back. But first we're going to be looking to make an offer for Sam Merson, who is a young striker, and due to Jamal Lowe going from back to Portsmouth, we're going to be needing another striker, and we get him to accept a contract. Unfortunately, Bootroyd doesn't want to come back here. Taylor's had a few more offers accepted for him from Boston and Salford, and now we're going in for George Rigg as a replacement for Wassy, and we could try and get him in here. Yeah, we're able to get him to agree to a contract, which is good news. And now we're looking to go in for Lewis Turner, who can play all across the back line. So he'll be very good. He'll be a very versatile defender. He might look to start on the left, but he can also play right back and at centre back too. And now we're getting Merson in. He's going to cost us $1,000 as we bring him in, £1,000 rather, as we bring him in from St Albans City. Some good news there. We're coming up to our first friendly, and we also putting an offer here for Emerson Sambu, who is a defensive midfielder, and he looks quite decent. He wants a pretty high wage, but now we've got him down to 500, which is good because that's an acceptable limit. He wants 450. We bump up the other ones a bit more just so we get him to accept it, and he does. That is good news, and we could be getting another new defensive midfielder in to be back up or even take Deeney's place in the first team. But now we're heading into the first friendly of the season. It's against Stourport. They're not in the leagues. Well, they are in the leagues, but they're not in the leagues that are actually in the game. So we should hopefully be able to pick up a win. And we are favourites as well. We're away from home though. We're going to have to be good. But it's just a warm-up game today. As long as we play well, that is the most important thing. That we play well and we get a good start to the season off as Burke receives the ball and he hits it up towards Merson. And Clark gets onto the loose ball. He finds Jowers, and Jowers plays it back to Green. Now it's with Taylor. Taylor to Merson. over to Clark. He's got a good bit of space here. He tries to find the pass, but it's intercepted and launched over the top, but it's gone all the way back to Belshaw, who picks up the ball. And we'll build from there. And now we have a throw. It's Sean Burke on the ball. He throws to Merson. Merson cuts inside, but his pass is not very good. Now Stourport have the ball. Here is Cowan. That's intercepted by Luke Jones, and he hits it up towards Merson. It's intercepted, but only as far as Taylor, who hits it first time to Merson. He heads towards Phillips, and Phillips really should have scored there, but he misses. Well, he doesn't miss. He puts it straight at the keeper, and it was a good save from him, and it stays at 0-0, but now we have another chance, but Burke throws it away. Paul Green, though, wins it back. He goes to Clark, now Jowers, back to Green, into Clark, into Jowers, now Connor Taylor. He spreads it to Phillips. Phillips bounces about a bit. Green goes out for a corner after that shot is blocked, and maybe we can score from this corner. It'll be Phillips. Yeah, Phillips. To whip it in. Oh, it's headed away by Hill. Actually, it wasn't headed away by Hill. It was headed behind by one of our dudes. But now we've got another throw up this right-hand side again. Jowers receives the ball, puts the cross in. Phillips. And it's a good save by the keeper. He should have done better with that one. But he can't, and it's still 0-0. But now we've got another throw up this right-hand side of the pitch. Burke into Jowers, to Merson, to Taylor. Taylor's shot is caught by Barnett. And again, we can't put it past the keeper. And now they've got the ball. Lyon gives it away to Deeney, who's playing left back in this game, due to us not having another left back. But here we come on the counter. Phillips puts the cross in. Merson's there, but he really should have put that in, and he didn't. And that is not good enough from him. We're going to tell him to concentrate, and now we're going to get the ball back here because Deeney finds Phillips. Now Clark, after a nice bit of passing, back to Green. Phillips heads on. Merson brings it down. Back to Phillips. But he smacks it over. Should have done better with that one. Too high with the shot. And we're coming up to half time. And there is half time as well. And what are we going to say? We're going to say keep playing the way you've been playing and you'll get the result. And are we going to make any changes? We are we? No. Are we? No, no changes. Alright. Now as they kick off for the second half, hopefully we can pick up a goal. Dunn's on the ball. He finds Hartop. Now Cummins. But that was a very poor shot. It's actually taken a deflection off Watkins Clark, I think it was. And they're going to have the corner. It's Flynn to whip it in. Away by Clark. And Jowers is after that, as is Connor Taylor, who is the person who gets there. But it's a foul. And we'll have the free kick. But now it's a goal kick for them. I mean, that's not a goal kick. That's a free kick taken by the goalkeeper, and Cummings almost turns Watkins Clark, but he gets it away. Briscoe gets on the ball. He kicks it over the top. Hill misses it. Merson is in. Merson. Oh, but he puts it into the side netting. He should have done better with that one. And now we have a free kick, which Burke is standing over, but he puts it over the bar, unfortunately. Now we have a throw, very close to being a corner. We go short to Clark, who puts it into the box, away by Cowan. Briscoe's going to be the first man to get to the ball. And he finds Green, and Green into Clark, around to Jowers, who's in. Jowers puts it straight at the keeper, and that's some more poor finishing. Now we have another throw. Burke to Jowers, first time to Clark. Back to Burke. Looks for Merson. Can't win it in the air, but Clark is there. He finds Taylor. Looks for Briscoe. He's been tackled. Watkins Clark can't win the header. Jones is there, though. He finds Deeney. Deeney to Briscoe. Now Taylor. He goes to Clark. He looks for Jowers. Jowers to Merson. Merson puts it in. And it's a goal. Merson's first for the club. Jowers gets the assist. But it came from the very nice pass into Jowers by Green, I think it was. No, it was Joe Clark who slotted him in. And then Jowers plays it across to Merson, who just couldn't miss. And it's 1-0 to Tamworth. And now they have a chance to equalise from the free kick, and it's on target but held well by Belshaw. Throw in for them now. Lyon plays it back. Peak. Now Lyon again. Now Flynn. Now Hoylett, but it's taken off him by Clark. Now Taylor. He smacks it upfield. Don't know why Jowers. Is that Jowers or is that a new person on the pitch? I do not know. But they get it back. Play it back to the keeper. It's launched upfield. Burke wins the header. It's actually Dyer. I don't know why Dyer wasn't chasing that. But now here's Flynn. He goes into Dunn. It's not the best of passes. Cummings gets it though. He goes back to Cowan. To Hoylett. To Lyon. Now Key. Key to Hoylett. He shoots, but that's a very poor shot. And it goes well over and behind for a goal kick, and now they've got a throw, and Flynn throws it, but Burke is in the way, but it's only gone back to Stroud. Now it's done. His cross, though, is straight at Belshaw, and he picks it up, and that may well be full-time as we're coming up to the full-time whistle. There's 3 minutes of injury time. We've played one and a bit. Green gets on the ball. He goes back to Briscoe. Comes inside. Taylor. Now Burke. Don't know if Dyer headed that or not, but he didn't do much with it. Here's Hoylett. He hits it upfield. Lane is in the way. He smacks it right up the other end of the field. It goes out for a throw to Stourport. And now Flynn will take that. He throws it to Stroud, who does a poor pass and it goes off the pitch. And with just about 20 seconds to go, it looks like the game will end 1-0 unless we can get a late goal. Cowan away. But Briscoe's been given offside even though he didn't touch the ball. But that should be full time, and there is full time. A victory for us today on our first game of the season. And I'm going to say that was a bit of a let-off. You have to be better against better opposition. And who we just say was pleased? Who's that? Merson. He switched off and it just made more bad stuff happen. But anyway, that is the end of the game. Unfortunately, Phillips has picked up an injury. He's going to be out for 4 to 5 weeks. But we do get George Rigg in on that contract deal, and he is going to be brought into the club along with Lewis Turner, who, as you can see, they can play left back, right back, centre back, and even in the midfield. But Stike is back from injury now, but now Connor Taylor's left to Torquay United, which is unfortunate. He played well for us in that game, and now we're missing him. But now we're looking to bring in Wade Joyce, who is a young midfielder, in to the club, and also Ben Hurd, an experienced defender who can play at both fullback positions. Hopefully these two can help our team. We're trying to get Hurd's wage down. He's done 325 with the Orange, so we're going to have to do that. He also got some sort of signing on fee. I think it was 600. But now we're looking to make a loan offer for Sweeney and one for Raul Correa, a striker from Blackpool, and a left or winger, Brendan Daniels from Fylde. But now young winger/striker Mitch Curry is looking to sign for us, and we're just going to finalise the deal at that to make sure we get him in. He looks a very promising player. Sweeney now we've got in to the club as he accepts that loan deal, and now we're going to watch a trialists match to see if we can pick up any decent prospects or even probably first team players, considering how low down the pyramid we are. But now here is a opportunity for the red trialist team as Oates gets on the ball, and it deflects to Worthington, and he takes a touch and puts it in the back of the net. That's a good finish from Worthington, and he's just probably got himself onto the short list. Matthew Worthington, very nice finish there. Oates had the ball. He dodged that tackle, put in the cross, it deflected to Worthington, who took a touch and smacked it in off the ground, straight along the ground. Grimshaw got a touch, but he couldn't keep it out. And now that was the only goal of the game. A few interesting players in that match. Scott McTominay, the United midfielder, as you saw there, managed to get released. But Brendan Daniels is in here. And unfortunately, Emerson Sambu, the defensive midfielder we were looking to sign, has decided to sign with Sutton United instead of us. But now we have a second friendly as we play Grimsby at home. Grimsby, of course, a League 2 side. So they will be a very tough test, but we've changed around the team a bit. Belshaw, Turner, Watkins, Clark, Jones, Rigg, Deeney, Green, Sweeney, Daniels, Merson, Briscoe is the lineup, and the rest of the squad is on the bench. Hopefully the lads can play well. We've let Craddock take the team talk, and we'll head out into the game, and if we pick up a draw, that would be a positive. But look, today it's just testing ourselves against a much better opposition, and fitness, warming up for the season, and just trying to play well really, because we're not expected to beat Grimsby Town. If we do, it would be very good performance, as Turner makes a good tackle there on his debut, finding Daniels also on his debut. But that is the end of that highlight, and now we have 8 or so minutes in. Daniels finds Sweeney, now Paul Green, back to Jones, into Sweeney, into Deeney, and he goes to Green, who finds Merson, but he's dispossessed by Clements, and Asante nodded that on, but Luke Jones was there to cover, and he gets on the ball and smacks it up forward to Briscoe, who's been tackled, and now Grimsby have the ball again. Barnes finds Clements to Andrew. Andrew finds Barnes. Barnes back to McAllister, who finds Clements. Now Bolarinwa, he looks to find Mills. Mills back across, and Osborne is denied by Belshaw with a very good save. Mills is now fouled by Watkins Clark, and we're very lucky not to go behind there. Belshaw keeping us in it there, and as they will whip in the free kick, Clements into the box, away by Watkins Clark. Sweeney, Daniels gets it away now, and that's the end of the highlight. But now we have a corner, and Louis Briscoe will whip it in towards Watkins Clark, but he heads wide, unfortunately. Decent opportunity there, but we can't take it. And now here they come. It's Bolarinwa, but he's dispossessed, and now Collins gets the ball. He goes out wide to Barnes, who's coming inside. Now to Osborne. Now Bolarinwa. He's tackled by Turner. Another good tackle from Lewis Turner. He hits it upfield, but it's intercepted by McAllister. And now Collins to Gunning. He hits it upfield. Deeney in the way. Now here is Green. Green looks for Merson. It's not a bad ball over the top. Merson gets to it. Merson is denied though by McKeown. A decent chance there. Don't know if he meant that or if it was just a long ball forward, but Merson got on the end of it and almost scored. But we've got the corner. Daniels whips it in Away by Collins. Daniels gets it again. He's tackled. But Rigg is in the way there. Green heads it back forward. Here's McAllister though. It's the end of the highlight, and now they've got a free kick from Barnes, but he hits the wall, and it's going to go out for a corner. Hopefully we can continue to defend. Clements is going to whip it in, and it's away by Watkins Clark, who's been very good in the air today. But Barnes is going to be the first man to the ball, and he finds Osborne, who just kicks it out because McAllister has gone down injured. And on come the medical men, whatever they're called, the doctors, the physios. But now we've got a free kick. Daniels puts it over the bar, and that is a bit of a waste. But now they've got a throw in. It's Mills to Bolarinwa. He goes back to Mills. It's crossed in. Luke Jones wins the header. Osborne, Clements, Barrett, Mills. Good tackle by Turner though. And he passes it inside to Watkins Clark, and he hits it upfield. Merson takes control of the ball. Finds Sweeney. Now Green. Now Sweeney. Back to Watkins Clark. It's not the best of passes, and Asante gets it. And Asante shoots, but it just goes wide. And that would have been a very bad goal to concede. But now we have a corner. Daniels into the box. Away by Andrew. Daniels gets it in again. Merson! But it's saved by McKeown. And we can't quite get a goal on the board here today as McKeown catches that one. But now they have a throw. It's Andrew. Long throw for him. We can't get the ball back, but Sweeney wins it back, and it finds Daniels, and Daniels is there, and he puts it across. Briscoe. Oh, Collins gets it half away. It falls to Sweeney. Back to Briscoe, and that was a rather poor shot from him. And it's a comfortable save for McKeown, the keeper. But it takes us to half-time there. And we've been decent so far. We haven't been able to score, but we've kept them out, which has been very impressive. And now we'll start the second half as we kick off. Hopefully we can keep the score at 0-0. I'll definitely take that. If we can pick up a goal, that would be great as well. But now Deeney's on the ball, and he goes back to Luke Jones. But that's the end of the highlight. Now they've got a long throw, and it's Mills who throws it in. Away by Deeney. Merson's not chasing it. Barrett gets it. Well, he eventually gets it. And now he hits it upfield. Watkins Clark wins it in the air, but it's only as far as Gunning, who finds Summerfield, who finds Brown, who crosses to the back stick, where Yusuf is there to turn it in, and we go behind in the end. And it's 1-0 to Grimsby. Well, it was just a very good ball. And who's that? Right back, Sean Burke stopped running with Yusuf for some reason. No, George Rigg. Now it's Sean Burke. Stopped running with him for some reason. But now they've got a corner. It's half-headed away. Now it comes back out to Andrew, who puts the cross in. And Yusuf wins the header and scores his second of the game to make it 2-0. And we've gone from 0-0 to 2-0 in the space of, I can't remember, maybe it's 15 or so, maybe 10 minutes of the second half. Yusuf winning that header. Those two should have done better. You can't be letting him win that in the air. But now they've got another throw in. It's long throw into the box. Watkins Clark half away. It comes to Brown. Belshaw's out of his goal, and Brown puts it in to make it 3-0. And we've conceded another one. It's Reece Brown who scores. We're going to make some subs now. We're going to bring on... Wait, who are we bringing on? We're bringing on Stike. And I think that's all, but their long throw was thrown in. Belshaw came for it. Watkins Clark cleared it only as far as Brown, and he had a rather empty goal to shoot at. Belshaw got something on it, but not enough to keep it out. And we concede another one, but now we've got a chance to get one back, and Thomason had an opportunity, but he put it wide, unfortunately. And now they've got an opportunity to make it 4-0. Andrew with the cross. It's away by Sweeney. Sweeney gets to it. He finds Stike, and now we've got a chance on the counter. Clark. Daniels. Dyer. Bad touch. Oh, he should have done better with that. It wasn't a bad shot, but his bad touch really let it down. If he took a good touch that took him forward, he would have either been able to shoot and score or sweat it across to one of our lads at the back stick or something like that. But now we don't get the goal, and it's coming up to full time. Away by Lane. Sweeney. Now Jowers to Clark. It looks like it's going to end 3-0 here. Not the best of passes. Sweeney gets it. Finds Jowers. Jowers to Deeney. And there it is. It's full time. A 3-0 defeat at the hands of Grimsby in our second friendly. It wasn't the best of performances, but that's why we play friendlies, as I say, in the team talk. But unfortunately, as we see here, Jack Lane and Steve Thomason have both left the club, signing for Oxford and Thomason respectively, but we have brought in Wade Joyce. And we're also looking at Alan Massey to cover and come in instead and to replace, that's the right word, replace Thomason and or Lane. And we agree a contract with him, and also Jordan Keane, who we look to replace Steve Thomason or who was the other guy, Lane, who both left. So we'll bring in Massey. Well, we're trying to bring in Massey and Keane to replace them too, and he's happy with that offer for him, which is good news, and we get him in, which is some more good news as well. And that is good, and we also have signed Ben Hurd as well, an experienced right/left back, and we also get Correa in, the lone striker from Blackpool, but unfortunately Jordan Jowers has left the club. But now we're looking to sign Sam Cox, who can be our who's going to play defensive midfield for us, back up to Deeney, or he could start. But now we've brought in Curry, who just turned 18. Last time we saw him, he was 17. But that'll be it for today's episode. I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, please do drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.